Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to do a sparkle ball. Make sure you got all these supplies right here if you want to do one. Let's get started. Okay, first of all you want to make sure you got your cups, solo cups, preferably 50 count, a stapler, clothespins, some staples of course, a drill of some sort so you can drill your holes into your cup, and a glue gun with some glue sticks. We'll get to that in a bit. All right, let's start off by drilling our holes in our cup. Let's get all this out of our way. And let's get ready to roll. Here we go. You want to try to be very gentle with it and drill the holes evenly like this. You want, if you're doing 100 lights, you want 2 holes in the cup. If you're only doing a 50 light order, you do 1 hole in the cup. I have been known to forget what count light I'm doing and actually only drill 2 holes in one for a 50 light order. Anyway, it's pretty simple. Let's get it going. Now I will say that you don't have to use the same lights that I'm using. Depending on what kind of lights you use for your sparkle ball will depend on what size hole you need to drill in your cups. Make sure you check the size of your lights to see if they'll fit in your holes just right. That'll tell you what size hole you need to drill. I just love making these. I mean, there's nothing better. And that's the thing about life. If you love what you're doing, then it's not work, you know? Oops. I was too excited. All right, last cup. Get it. All right, guys. Now you're gonna need to get your clothespins. Move the drill to the side. We need our clothespins and our stapler. Let's start off by showing you how to use these clothespins on this to put it together. This will hold it together for you while you do the stapling. Of course, the first go around, you're not going to need the clothespins. Those will come in handy for the second row of cups on top. Right now, we just need our stapler. You're going to take your cups, line them up perfectly at the top. Pop. Oh, mistake. Well, let's try that again. Take it to the top, line them up. All right. think that got it. First one down. Let's try it again. Line it up. Pop. There you go. You got 3 ready to roll. Now we got the start of something here. Another one. Make sure they're in there well. All right. Now we're building something. Here we go. You got a circle started. Like I say, guys, this stuff is simple. Every now and then you're gonna get a staple that sticks. Just pull it out and throw it away. But for the most part, it goes pretty smoothly. All right. And now this bottom layer here. Oh, another mistake. Let's try that again. All right. But this bottom layer takes 12 cups. So you got 12 on the bottom. That's when you know you get your circle fully done. And there you go. That's your bottom layer ready to roll. Now you're gonna need your safety pins, or clothespins if you want to call that. And you'll just pin them up there just like this, just to get them set and ready. And make sure your holes are lined up straight, so that your lights going in are all going in the same direction. Like you don't want them going upside down and stuff like that in some of the cups. Alright, spin it around. This one on. When you get to the very last one, you're not going to need a clothespin because you're just going to staple that one. Because now you're ready to start rocking and rolling. Alright, I think we're down to the last one. Now this one right here, you can just staple it off. This will be the starting one, even though it was the last one to go on. This will be your starting point. Now you start taking your clothespins off. And it just kind of keeps them there for you, so you're not having to go around, you know, trying to staple as you go and stuff. Just take your time with it, because your cups could slip while you're trying to staple. I've done that a million times. All right. Okay. Ooh, that one really wanted to pop in there. Ooh. Oops, I think my stapler popped the staple in wrong. That's alright, then we can pull it back out and try it again. Alright, let's pop it back up there. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, my stapler jammed on me. Let's get that out of there. Alright. Try that again. that one healed. Let's get that other one out of there. That one's a miss. All right. Let's see. Get this thing lined up. All right. Pop it out. Last one on this row, we're gonna staple it off. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna go around the sides here, and we're gonna staple each one together so they don't move. Simple process. I bet it took me about 2.5 hours to do my very first one. Now I can knock these out within 45 minutes. Good to go. All right. Now, we're on to the last top piece for this half of the sparkle ball. Let's go ahead and set them with your clothespins. And for the top layer, you're only going to need 4, so it's pretty simple. Put your 4 up here. And then your last one's going to be your first one you staple. Bam. Let's get it. All right. This comes together pretty quickly, guys. There's nothing to it. And they turn out so beautiful. I mean, you can do these in all kinds, like Christmas time. They're beautiful in Christmas time with the Christmas lights inside of them. You can do flashing lights. You can do 8 modes, 4 mode. They got one that's a 16 mode that looks like firecrackers inside of it. I mean, it's beautiful. You can also, a lot of people like to do just the white lights for weddings, and there goes your first half. It's complete. Now I'll just go back and I'll hit it with some hot glue here in spots here and there just to make sure I give it a little extra toughness. Now we gotta do the other half. Yeah, I've done these for Halloween. I've done them for Christmas. I've done them for weddings. I do them just for the summertime, the backyards and stuff, on your porches and stuff. That's most of my orders is just, you know, the ones for the back porches and stuff. People love the beautiful lights on them. I mean, you can make these for any season. I mean, and they're eye catchers. I mean, you won't believe the compliments you'll get on them. People just love them. I have to say that my favorite ones to do is probably the wedding balls with the white lights, and then the ones, the 16 mode flashing like firecracker look to those. Those are just so awesome. They're so awesome. The kids love them. You will not be disappointed. And they last a long time. I've got people that have told me they've had theirs for 20 years, 10 years. I mean, I get stories of how, like, grandparents made them one, you know, back in 1987, and it finally broke or something like that, and they wanted me to make them another one. So, it's just fun to hear some of the stories. But yeah, guys, you can make these for any season. Like, They're good for any season, any time of the year. Most of my orders come around like Thanksgiving and Christmas time. Which is a joy for me because I love making these, so to be doing them during Christmas time is just, that's a double bonus. So it kind of puts me in the holiday spirit. But to think that something like this could last, you know, 20 plus years, I mean, that just tells you. All right, that's your bottom layer done. Let's go ahead and get our clothespins and start putting that second tier on. I'm sure the kids would love to make these with you too, because kids always like finished products, like seeing something they've done that, you know, when it's finished they get the joy of looking at something they've actually done. Pop it together. Back to our stapling. And we're off. Now you don't have to use hot glue when I'm doing that. That's just something that I prefer to do because I like to make mine a little bit more tougher than the normal ones. So it's up to you, you know. If you want to just go with just the staplers, the staples in them, I would suggest probably to put 2 in each cup or whatever, just to give it a little bit more, you know, make it last longer. But me, I like to use the hot glue and the stapler. I just want to make sure I give my clients, you know, the best product. So that mine can last 20 plus years too. Now let's go back and do the sides. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go. All right. Now you know the top layer takes 4, so we put our 4 up here, put 3 with clothespins in them, and we're off. Line this one up, staple them off. Your last one is your first one. There you go. Bam, bam, bam. Oops, that didn't sound right, but it worked. All right, now let's go back and do your sides. There you go. That's another one. That's the other half. Now, what we need now is the hot glue gun. And got that right here. Ready to go. Let's put our stapler to the side. Let's get a couple extra glue sticks because it takes at least 6 or 7, or well, 6 at least to do the whole thing. And we'll just go inside here and we'll just start laying a little dot of glue on the very tips of them. You don't have to put them on the tips of them. That's just where I prefer to put them. You can put them up in the middle. If you want to, you can put them up at the top. I just do them down here so you don't see them as well. Gives it a cleaner look. Gives it a much cleaner look. And it comes together pretty easy. Alright, ready for another glue stick. Make sure you're hitting every crack in the middle there. Wherever you got one that connects to another one, hit it. As you can see, that's pretty easy. Or just kind of give it a blow when you're done with your mouth. Make sure you're blowing any of the extra stuff away. Let's get our other one. Let's do the same thing to that one. And you'll get your little blue lines that start to dangle and sag. We'll pull those off when we're finished.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Everything is glued and happy. Just give it a light blow. Blow all that loose glue stick hair away. That's what my kids call it. Now, here comes the fun part. It's lights time. It's time to put some lights in. We can get to the fun. And put some lights in here. And that's what everybody's waiting to see. So let's get it going. Like I said, guys, you don't have to use the same lights I'm using. You can just use a regular set of like Christmas lights, the Christmas tree lights or whatever. You can use 50 count, 100 count. Well, first of all, you want to plug your lights in to make sure they work first. Let me not do myself like that. Plug them in for you. All right. It looks like we're good. Yeah, we're ready to go. There they are. They're ready to roll. Now, when you're doing this, you want to start from the inside 4 right here. You want to pop one in like this, push your hand in there. There it is. Pops right in. You don't want to push the whole light all the way through. You just want to push the head of the light. Bam. Now, sometimes the whole thing will try to pop out, but you can always go back and push it back the way it needs to go. But yeah, you want to do your first 4 first. You just go around and make sure you're not skipping a light, because then you'll have a mess when you get to the end, because you'll wind up with an extra one or something. Something won't be right. You'll have missed a hole. You'll know it because there'll be a light or two missing. Just do those first 4 in a circle right there. Then you come back out to the outer layer of that one, right here, right above it, and you start doing this one all the way around in a circle. The next layer will be, I think, 9 cups. So you do these 9 cups, and then your top layer is going to be 12 cups. They make a neat popping sound too, so. They're pretty tough lights, so it's hard to break one unless you're really trying to. I think that's why I like these lights better than all the rest of them. Not only do they give the sparkle ball itself a cleaner look because of the white line, just pop them in. All right, next tier. Let's go to the top up here. Start popping them in. I'll have a sore shoulder after this, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay, getting down to the nitty gritty of this half of the ball. And it moves pretty fast, guys. I think that's another reason why I like these lights too. These ones move a lot faster than some of them other lights I try to pop in. Some other lights can be a little bit of a pain to pop in right. Even if you do make the right size hole for them, they can still be a pain to pop in right. And you'll get some lights that'll like pop off and you have to fix it and stuff. So that's why I like these lights. Not only are they beautiful lights, but they're so simple to pop in. You get the best of both worlds. You get a cleaner looking sparkle ball, and you get easy lights to pop in. I mean, it's awesome. There we go. That's that half done. Looks pretty good. All right, now we take our other half, we bring it over here, and we go to the other end of the lights right here. We go to the other end of the lights and we start popping these in the same way. Start with your first four in the middle. And that first light's gonna be a little thicker than the rest of them. There we go. Just start popping those in like that. All right. Last one on this half. Okay, now we're on to the row of 9 cups. And we're just going to go to this line and we're going to pop all these up here. We're going to go around the circle until we're done with all 9 cups. How cool is this? Right. It's the most time-consuming part of the process. Just popping in the lights. All right, let's move this half over here so that way we can line them up when we get done at the end. popping them in the top ones. Pretty cool. We're doing that top row that we did on the other one. My other sparkle, half the sparkle ball is trying to move on me. That's fine. It's all part of the game. All right. This is the exciting part, guys. Now we're starting to get to the end of popping lights in. Let's put these together like this so that way I can reach my other two holes. And I'm going to pop them in, last two. Let's see if I can get this closer so it can work with me here. There we go. That last one's always kind of a struggle sometimes, depending on your lights. Okay, we got it. Now, you want to make sure you can find you a bottom for your plug-in to come down at the bottom. And if that's going to be your bottom, you want to make sure you put your string at the top of that. So our string will go up here. But first, you want to put these two together by using some clothespins. Just line them up and put them together so that it holds it together for you while you're doing your work. You're starting to see what's coming ahead for us. Now, get yourself a pair of scissors and some kind of, you can use rope, string, whatever is best for you. I use a wood, type of wood, metal wood material for mine, so that it lasts longer. Like I said, the better the quality, the longer it'll last. All right, let's get this untangled. Make sure that you're gonna have at least, at the very minimum, you're gonna have at least 2.5 foot of this wire cut, so that you're, you know, if somebody wants to hang it up high somewhere, they can, and let it dangle. You don't want to cut them too short. It's better to cut it too long than to cut it too short, because they can always go back and, you know, cut it the length they want it if they don't like how, you know, how long it is. But I just try to go as long as I can, not too long, not too crazy with it, but long enough where the person can do what they want to with it. All right, cut it off right there. I'm gonna go back on top of the sparkle ball here, where I got my clothespin at. I'm sorry for the shaking. So you can see this being done a little bit. Let's move it up a little bit. And we're just gonna take this, I'm gonna take this right here, string I got, and we're just gonna find a good spot to put it. Right here looks like a good spot. I'm gonna get a little curve to it, so it'll come back up to me. Just get it where you can reach in there and grab her. You might have to take the clothespin off like I gotta do right here. There we go, finally. See, we got it in there in a good spot. where it can hook itself into the cup between the cups. Right there. We'll get it right to a good spot. Make sure it's all even at the top. It's the same length at the top when it goes to the top. And we'll cut it off there. There's a little something extra I like to do to mine. I'm going to show you guys. I mean, it's up to you. You can do it or you don't have to. You don't have to do it. I mean, this is just something I like to put a little touch on it and just tie it off right there. Put one little tie right there between that, like that. Go back. Put your clothespin back to keep this part together. All right, there you go. You got it tied off right there. Now, this is what I do that a lot of people don't do, but I just liked it. I started doing it with the bigger balls, wooden balls, and people seem to like it, so I just kept with it. I'm gonna put some of these little wooden balls on it to give it a nice look. Seems to stand out more. I can do different color ones. They don't have to be this color. And then you'll go from there and you'll start tying it off. Tie it off. And we're just twisting until it's tied all the way to the top. All right. Now that that's done for right there, we can go ahead and start where we've got our clothespins at. We can start stapling it together now. So let's go ahead and get our stapler back out. Let's start taking it out. Or let's go ahead and find us a spot to staple first. Right here's a good spot. Let's make sure my cord's gonna go where I want it at the bottom here. There we go. Make sure it stays there. All right. You start stapling it all together. Staple the whole sparkle ball together now. Start popping your clothespins out as you go. So. So much fun. The kids will love it. Kids, grandmas, mamas. Oops. Let's get that out of there. Cool little gifts too for like grandparents and stuff. You'll have the brightest front porch, that's for sure. Or back porch. Also yard. These can go in the trees. These can hang in trees. They can hang anywhere. Okay. Got a little stapler stuck here. There we go. All right. Looks pretty good, guys. A couple spots here and there I need to hit with the stapler, but other than that, we're good. Came together pretty nicely. Now, if you want, at the end here, something I like to do also, take my glue gun and I'll hit my rope area here with it to make sure everything stays. A little bit of cleanup, but yeah. Like I said, you don't have to do these. I mean, this is just something I like to do. It's a touch I like to give to it. Some people might say, don't put that on mine, you know. That's all right. You don't have to put them on yours. Just something I like to do that a lot of people have said they liked. So. All right. And we're going to see how this bad boy looks. Let's go on ahead and plug her in and see what she looks like. And I'll try to make it dark in here so that you can get a good feel for what it's going to look like. Let's turn the lights off. Let's pretend like it's nighttime in here. And there we go. A beautiful, beautiful sparkle ball. Beautiful sparkle ball. And this is an 8-mode sparkle ball, guys. This one's got 8 modes to it. I can show you all the modes real quick. Let's go ahead and show you this one. You got that mode. You got this mode. Oh, that looks like Halloween all day long. You got this one right here, which will definitely stand out on your front or back porch. You got this mode, which looks kind of Christmassy, if I have to say. You have this mode right here, which kind of looks like some firecrackers popping off. And this is just the 8 mode. Beautiful. Like I said, there's a 16 mode one that really, if you really want an eye catcher, man, that 16 mode will get a lot of attention. You can't go wrong with any kind of sparkle ball. Like I said, the wedding ones are hot. These are hot. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can go with it. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for tuning into my video and watching me make this beautiful sparkle ball.